Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. If you're new here, welcome. We're a pretty friendly group around here, knowledgeable about non-pop country. And you'll see when you read the comments how much people know and all that stuff. But this is a gift request of Renee Mooberry. So Renee, thank you for this gift and the request. Jennifer Nettles featuring Brandy Clark. His Hands. And that's the name of the song. And Jennifer was born in Georgia. Brandy, born in Washington State. And the town she was born, Brandy was born in, Morton, I think. Morton? I think so. Anyway, it's near Mount Rainier. And I've been to Mount Rainier. I've been throughout Washington State. It's beautiful, especially when the sun is shining. But Rainier is incredible. Absolutely. And Mount St. Helens, of course. I've been there. And if she had been born at the base of that, 5 years after, I think she was born in 75, Brandy. And in the 1980s, when Mount St. Helens erupted, and I'm sure she would have been aware of it even as a kindergarten student. But anyway, Jennifer Nettles, His Hands. And Renee said that she just saw this video of Jennifer and Brandy's this morning, and she made a gift request immediately, and I was able to get it up this afternoon, get the work done right away to get it going. So let's see what this one's about. Oh, it's a live performance. All right, guys, here we go. Thank you, Renee. And I think this is about a very emotional subject.
I remember that day when you walked up to me, wrote his number down, put it in the pocket of my blue jeans, and I felt like a feather, yeah, just like that. We were together, he was my perfect gentleman, sweet like real sweet. His hands felt like thunder on my skin. His breath, how could I forget that his eyes looked right through me, and that was it. Silence was the only sound then, and my heart pounding. Told me things would be different leaving church that Sunday,
There's Brandy.
but the only change coming was the quarters in the ashtray. And I should've known better when the last 3 times he swore that he would never lay another finger on me, but the truth's on my face.
Oh, boy.
His hands felt like thunder on my skin.
Yeah.
His breath, how could I forget that his eyes looked right through me, and that was it. Silence was the only sound then.
This is so demonstrative, emblematic of how language has multiple meanings. You can use the exact same words, but the context determines what they mean. And that line about looking right through me, in the beginning of the relationship, his hands, I'm sure his kiss, touch felt like thunder. And that's like the electric part in the beginning, like you're just all in. It feels tremendous. Brandy comes out and they introduce the other meaning of the song, where when he looks right through me, it's like, I don't matter. And then his hands on me, obviously, you could see the mark. So now we're up to the part where he's beating her. And let's just see where the song goes before I add my other comments.
And my heart pounding.
Oh, good line.
And just like you, I've been there too. Oh, I got a bag and I got a plan. Girl, you better get out while you can, while you can, while you can. 'Cause his hands felt like thunder on the skin. His breath, how could I forget? His eyes were dry through me, and that was it. Silence was the only sound then. Oh, silence was the only sound then. Silence was the only sound then. And my heart pounded.
Yeah, fear, of course.
Brandy Clark, ladies and gentlemen.
And that song, I heard a line, man, 40 years ago, whatever it was. I read it, heard it, saw it somewhere, that the first person to raise a fist is the first person to run out of ideas. And I'm not violent by nature. I mean, I get upset, I get angry, and yelling is one thing. If you get in a heated argument or something like that, but the physical aspect, I cannot relate to it. We all have visceral reactions to things. Favorable, like in the beginning of the song, unfavorable, if you will, to put it mildly, like the second half of the song, when the physical abuse comes into play and that kind of stuff. There are rules in society. Otherwise, we just wind up being, just like the animals. And there are absolute rules. Like even in the mob, you don't hit a woman. Plain and simple. There are rules beyond which you don't go. I'm not in the mob, by the way, but I'm just using that as an example where even in a world of violence, there are certain things you do not do. You do not hit a woman. And you've got to have stopping points. I mean, and women can abuse that too, in a sense where they know nothing's going to come back at them. And but you still need stopping points, or we just return to the, not just the Wild West, but just to the animal kingdom, and just then survival of the fittest returns. And now the rules of survival of the fittest are different, but there are stopping points. You don't hit a woman. Now, if you're out somewhere and I guess some woman just hauls off and punches you and you drill her back, it's understandable. But even still, I mean, we guys know that that's sort of like the line you don't cross. As long as a woman's not abusing that and punching you or something like that, then all right, whatever. But that's extraordinarily rare. And in the context of this song, you just feel for the woman. That's when you see men getting mad, like men that might come upon a guy yelling at another woman a little loudly or just being physically intimidating. And that's where guys will step in who don't even know these people. And a guy will risk himself because there's just something fundamentally societally wrong with that. As for the performance, Renee, I mean, obviously Jennifer and Brandy have gorgeous voices, gorgeous presentations. I don't know if they've been victimized by it. Jennifer sang the part that she's saying, I don't know if she ad-libbed it or something, but God knows I've been there too. Like, I hope not. I don't want anybody to have to live with the fear of physical abuse, because once it happens, it's just you become afraid, not just of that guy, because presumably you leave that guy, you get away from him, but you get afraid anytime there's a heated argument. That fear would return, that this could escalate to that point again, and that's just a frightening thing. I don't know what to say on that one. But Jennifer was into singing this one as a song, not necessarily as a message. I'm sure she knew that the Brandy was going to carry that part in a sense, but they both then chimed in and sang. I don't know who wrote this song, where it came from, and all that stuff, but it's a pretty powerful thing. I'm not going to rate that. That's not a song I'd rate. That's more a public service message, if you will. Yeah, that we all should have thoughts on, and we do. I mean, dudes just don't hit women. It's just that simple. You don't. Otherwise, you get the shit kicked out of you by other guys. That's pretty straightforward. Well, Renee, thank you. The prior one, Jennifer Nettles, David Baumer had made a gift request for me to do Leanne Rhymes doing Carol of the Bells, and she was introduced by Jennifer Nettles. And I knew that I'd be doing a Jennifer Nettles song next, so I've got Jennifer on my brain, and that's not hard to do. But yeah, all right. Renee, thank you. I have another request coming up tomorrow of yours. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. See you on another video. Be nice to everybody as nice as you can, and take a deep breath once in a while. All right, guys, have a great day.
Silence was the